Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another episode of my Create This Book With Me series, where I'll be filling out one page in each of my Create This Book 1, 2, and 3. So diving right into my first Create This Book, I'm going to be working on the Create a Challenge page, which asks us to fill the page without using our hands in any way. And then in my Create This Book 2, I'm going to be doing the Create a Modified Character page, where basically you choose a character and change it in one way. And then finally, I'm going to be doing the Create a Circus page. So starting with the first page in my Create This Book 1, it says to create a challenge. For me, my challenge was to try to paint something, but without my hands, obviously following the instructions. And so I put the paintbrush in my mouth and kind of held it with my teeth and tried to paint onto the book. I really couldn't do anything. I tried using different colors and I just tried really hard to paint something that was, anything visible. The only thing was like a little flower that I kind of made in this right side of the page. The rest of it kind of just turned into very abstract art. This was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but it was worth a try at least. And to make sure that the pages don't stick to each other like the paint, because even though it dries, it still tends to stick to each other if you close it in a book like this. I sealed it with some matte Mod Podge to help it prevent from sticking to each other. And then, like always, I signed it and put the date on it. And moving into my Create This Book 2, it's the Create a Modified Character. It basically asks you to choose a character, like an existing character, and change one thing about them. So I took this Cinema Roll and Yu-Gi-Oh! Collaboration plushie that they did, and this is nothing against Cinema Roll, this is nothing against Yu-Gi-Oh! I really like the plushie. I think it's a cute idea. I think it's a cute concept. I did customize two of these plushies, but as you can see, I did keep one as is because I generally liked it. My change is mostly from a plushie standpoint. I feel like it would have been a lot cuter if they did just the Cinema Roll plushie and gave him like a hood that was themed with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Character, which was the Blue Eyes White Dragon, if I'm remembering correctly. I just feel like it would have been a lot cuter if the hood was like a separate like fabric piece instead of just like printed on the plushie itself. And so I tried to draw that the best way I could and then just colored it in with colored pencil. So I tried to draw the more flat printed on design that the plushie had on the left, and on the right I tried to draw the more like actual hooded fabric type. I just feel like that would have looked a lot cuter. It definitely would have made it more of an expensive product to make. This was like a McDonald's Happy Meal toy plushie, I believe. So obviously they couldn't go like super detailed with it, but in a perfect world, I just feel like this would have been a lot cuter. And I also sealed in that page with a matte Mod Podge. And then moving right along to the final page of today is the Create a Circus page. It mentions clowns and it says that you can make clowns however cute or creepy as you like. I don't like clowns at all. They terrify me. So I did not draw a clown. I drew like a circus tent and tried to do like a little carousel. I'm not really familiar with circuses. I've never been to a circus. I kind of just drew what I thought was close enough or loosely related to a circus. I will say this was probably my least favorite page for today. I just didn't connect with it too much since I don't really know anything about circuses. Um, and honestly, I feel like I could have done better with the coloring. After I finished sketching my design, I used watercolor to color it in, and I just feel like the colors I chose didn't work well. I was trying to think of what would circus colors even be, and I wanted to do like the primary colors, but I feel like I should have went with like a more magenta and cyan for the red and blue instead of these really dark colors that I did. The yellow as well was also very dark. But I will say overall, I did have fun working on these pages. I always have a good time working in the Create This Book series of books. It's always very relaxing and just a really good creative outlets without like having to think too hard. And I personally like to use different types of media, and like sometimes I'll just sketch or write, sometimes I'll color with colored pencil or markers, or sometimes I'll use paint, specifically watercolor. And it's just a really fun collection to just fill in every once in a while. And once I filled in the background and I let it dry, this was how the finished page turned out. I don't absolutely hate it. I just have some minor things that I wish I could change on it. But I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I enjoyed working on these 3 pages, specifically the second one that I did with the cinema roll. I just thought it was really cute. But thank you all so much for watching. Bye!